State lawmakers vote to raise the medical malpractice cap for the first time in nearly 50 years.
We call in Curtis Ming with why now and what this means for patients.
This has been a battle for a very, very long time. The powerful doctors' lobby has successfully kept lawmakers from raising the malpractice cap of payouts for 47 years now. But now, all of a sudden, state lawmakers agree to move forward with a bill to raise it. Not one person in the assembly voting against it last week. So what changed? It's not what it seems. Within hours of this video, showing paramedics treating Pally Gill's mom for shortness of breath, the 74-year-old grandmother was dead.
I was really lucky to have a mother like that.
Pally says an ER nurse at the hospital mistook her mom for a cancer patient and gave her the powerful painkiller fentanyl. She watched as her mom's vitals dropped.
I have no doubt. I know that fentanyl killed her.
But Pally told us in 2019, no attorney was willing to take the case over a 1975 law that caps medical malpractice payouts to $250,000.
They're just not economical for the attorneys.
Consumer attorney Stuart Talley says even a slam dunk medical malpractice case is complicated and expensive to fight.
You have to have experts that are very, very expensive.
But consumer groups have long said the powerful doctors' lobby has a hold on the state capitol, successfully keeping lawmakers from raising that cap.
It's outrageous. Something from 1975 that puts a cap on what juries can award has to go.
In 2014, voters also rejected the idea after ad campaigns like this one, suggesting greedy attorneys were behind the idea, and you'd end up paying for it.
The cost of health care will rise for all of us. That's the real story.
So why, all of a sudden, are lawmakers supporting raising the cap? Believe it or not, the doctors are in on the plan. They brokered a deal to keep you from voting on another ballot initiative in the fall that could raise the cap to $1.2 million. Instead, doctors, patients, and attorneys compromised to raise the malpractice cap to $350,000 starting next year for personal injury and $500,000 if somebody died, and then modestly raise it over a decade, eventually hitting $750,000 for injuries, $1 million for deaths, with 2% increases built in each year after that.
So this was a landmark agreement.
At a news conference today, advocates said this bill would allow patients and families to collect even more money if they also sued the hospital for those same listed amounts.
And that is a big difference because it will allow people to have access to attorneys.
Pally wishes she had that option after her mom's death.
Seeing her die that way, it just seems so wrong.
Well, the people involved here insist this is a historic compromise. Now, keep in mind, $250,000 in 1975 is worth more than $1.3 million today. And at today's news conference, the consumer advocates indicated the governor has already said once it reaches his desk, he will sign this bill into law.
It's just a reminder how money drives the healthcare industry in every facet.
There's a lot of power over at the Capitol.
Yeah.